Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thankcraft It's Friday here on Hunky Dory TV. I am your host today, but with me, because I'm not alone, is wonderful Emily on the cameras.
Hello.
Nearly choking on a water there. And at the demonstration station today, her chariot has been fixed, and she is here with us. It's the wonderful Sheila Halliwell.
Thank you. Hello.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. What a palaver. Yeah, sorry for everyone.
What a week.
Oh, what a week. I know. It's honestly, there's just something every week these days, isn't there? But yeah, we're hoping that we're safe today, Friday the 13th. I have cut my finger already though, so I've got plaster on. So
Dun,
hey.
dun,
No,
dun.
yeah, broken down car. It wasn't my car, it was my partner's car, but everything just went off. He managed to get on the hard shoulder. I had to come up behind him and put my hazards on because it was in a really dangerous place on the motorway, and then we end up on the back of the truck, and then anyway, it's another story.
Maybe it's just a week.
It's just one of those weeks, isn't it? Yeah, so I've cut my finger this morning. Hopefully nothing else now
Friday
will
the
happen.
13th.
It's Friday the 13th
Of
2020. Everyone
the
was
worst
saying
Friday it could possibly be.
Yeah, what could go wrong? Well, who knows? But hopefully it won't, and hopefully we've got some really good deals and things for you today.
But to just to brush over the fact that it's Friday the 13th of 2020, it is also World Kindness Day today. So go out and check the blog. Ashley does our blog, and it's a wonderful blog that you can find on our hub. So why not today give a stranger a compliment? If you're in a shop, I mean, I know you've got to wear a mask, but just smile.
Yeah.
Because you can tell. Apparently, you can tell that you're smiling, even though you have a mask on. Someone said apparently you can tell because your eyes.
Your eyes. Do you know what? This is really weird because I was in the shop. I think it was on Sunday doing some shopping, and there was a baby in a trolley with its mum, and it was just looking at me. And normally, I always go to babies and children because that was what my job used to be. So I always smile at them, and I thought, I'm smiling away behind this mask. This poor baby was just not responding. I thought, well, they can't see you smiling, sure, you've got a mask on, you silly person. So, yeah, but again, they can see your eyes, I think. Yeah. So, but that would be good to compliment people. Or shout a nice thing through the window.
Just say something lovely. Make a handmade gift. Take someone some flowers. Make people know that, you're there.
Yeah.
It's a lovely thing to do.
Definitely.
We also have our winning weekly reminder. Now this week you can be in with a chance of winning our Twas the Night Before Christmas Mirri Magic range. You can see it shining away. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to have 4 winners and we're going to announce them today, probably around maybe 10:35, 10:45, depending on how busy we are. But keep your eyes peeled because those winners will be announced. You do still have a chance to enter this competition. If you want to enter, you need to like, share, comment on this video. The question this week is a riddle.
Oh.
What is more useful when broken? A match, rules, or an egg? I'm not going to say anything today because I went very deeply into it on Tuesday and on Wednesday. So you're all alone for the last 30 minutes. Like, share, and comment. What is most useful when it is broken? And you could be winning this fantastic collection to be making those last minute Christmas cards with. So we're going to announce that towards the end of the show, but we have a mega show today. So this is our Black Friday deals. We're running it for 3 weeks, and on Mondays and Fridays we're going to introduce new products, so it's going to be absolutely massive. Today it's very much based around our massive range of Prism products, which I don't think we had this much of, but coming in today, there's absolutely loads of stuff here. It is crazy. So we're going to show you through them. Before we do, I want to tell you about a competition that we've got running. So this was launched on Monday's show with Sheila and Dan. If you buy anything across our Black Friday deals, there's going to be a £1,000 draw. So we're going to have 3 winners. There's going to be 2 runners up, and they are going to win the top 2 tiers here. So that includes... It includes... Oh, I don't have the other bit.
Land of Enchantment.
It includes loads. In Land of Enchantment, you've got some dies, you've got decollage in there, you've got gemstones, you've got Eastern Wishes, you've got... What's the other one on that other side? Oh, you've got a little book. You've got some stamps as well. You've got the all occasion stamps. Then on the bottom row is going to be added to the winners. So 2 runners up are going to win the 2 top rows here, which is worth £250. If you are the lucky winner, you're going to win absolutely everything on here. So what we've just gone through, including Bohemian Bliss, you're going to get the paper pad, the inserts, and the main kit. You've got 3 little books, 3 decoupage pads, all 4 of the first launch of our Popper Topper pads, and the complete Peony Promise collection. So you're going to get everything that is included on there, and all you have to do is buy one item included in our Black Friday sale. And I tell you, there's some things on there that are £1. So for £1, you will be entered into this competition, and you could be winning this. I think the winners are going to be announced on Cyber Monday, which is it the 30th, Emily, isn't it? Or the 31st, somewhere around there?
I think it is.
Somewhere around there for sure.
30th, yeah.
So that is our fantastic competition. So definitely, you know, one thing and you'll be entered into that. But we have so much to show you today. So we're going to get into it straight away with our Prism Watercolour pencils. So our Prism Watercolour pencils are all included in this fantastic little bundle, and I will open it up and show you. And you're going to get the handbook. Wow, you're going to get this for £20, less than 1 penny less than £20.
Wow,
that's incredible.
That is.
This book, as all of our Prism handbooks, are filled with really nice techniques and tips for how to get the best out of your pencils. And then, as always, you've got some nice sort of project ideas to maybe try out yourself at home. So it's full of information for people who are real beginners in watercolour pencils, and those that are a bit more experienced as well. So there's 48 colours in our watercolour pencils, and they're in this fantastic wrap, which if I open it the correct way, you're going to be able to see the array of colours that you're going to get in here. Don't think I can get it up on that screen. Look at this! So you've got a nice tidy wrap. They all fit in that nice netting, so they're not going to fall out. You've got this sort of nice flap, which is going to leave all of your nibs nice and sharp. Then it's going to avoid sort of breakages and then falling out. And then at this side here, you have a little zip pocket, which is perfect for storing rubbers, pencil sharpeners, water brushes. But it also just means it's really handy, and you can travel with this. If you're someone that likes to, when you go away, to take things with you and sort of like craft on the go, maybe do some drawings of some really nice sites that you see. I know lots of people like to do that. These are great. They're so handy. You can fit them in your bag. You take them away with you. Take them with to sort of like use with the kids as well. They're great for using with children, but there's so many good uses for them, isn't there, Sheila?
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, as you showed the wrap there, it's really good for travelling. As you said, you know, we're quite limited to what we can take on board flights these days. I know we're not flying very much at the minute, but they won't let you take like scissors and things like that. So if you're a crafter and you need a fix of something, say you're flying over to America and it's a long flight.
It's a long flight.
These are perfect. You know, you could take you could take with you your water brush, you know, and even if you take it empty and fill it up on the plane because they're not letting you allow, you know, liquids and stuff, you can do that. You could take your spritzing bottle, an empty one, obviously, fill it up on the plane, and do some of the techniques that it actually shows in the handbook. Because it's not just all about colouring, it's about using them, you know, you sharpen them and then spritz water on them. You can use them like a paint. You can do all kinds, you can splat them, you can do all kinds of things with them. You know, you're not really limited, and you might have some ideas yourself. So they really are good. And for that price, these are a great stocking filler as well.
Yes, they are a really good present for Christmas. So that is the Watercolour Prism Handbook Bundle for £20. Next, we have our amazing Prism Glimmer Mist. Oh, Prism, I said Glimmer Mist then, totally wrong thing. Prism Pearlescent Powders. So again, $19.99 for all 4 sets. These sets are great, so you get 3 different colours included in here. Set 1 has your metallic, so you've got your gold, your bronze and your silver. Set 2, I've got your brighter colours, so you've got pink, purple and blue. And then in set 3, you've got the sort of sepia tone, so you've got sepia, you've got burgundy, you've got radiant rose that you can see there. And then the set 4, these are kind of like holographic colours, so you've got green, yellow and orange, but they are the colours that I've gone through. However, it's like magic. You can put these onto cardstock, spritz them with water, and then you get this flood of amazing different colours. But all the pigments make up these, like the main colours that you see, and they are a really great product. I think this is another thing as well, that there's so many different techniques and ideas that you can do with prism powders. They're really fun to use. It's quite messy, but it's so much fun. So you can get all of these today, and if you don't have them in your kit, what a great idea to just add them in at this fantastic price of $19.99. I do like these. We don't use them as much as we used to, do we?
No, I was just thinking that. I was going to say, you know, these will last you so long because you're using a bit like an embossing powder. You're using the tiniest amount. And because of that mica, they just go so far. And like you're saying, Natalie, when we first got them, because they were one of our first Prism products, weren't they? We were crazy about them. I remember testing them myself and going into the craft room and spritzing water on a page, throwing them on, coming back out to my desk, doing something else, going back half an hour later, and there were different colours. And then I go back an hour later when it's totally dried, it will be different colours again. So you will be amazed, even though we've got like the 12 pots here, you're actually getting a lot more colours, aren't you?
So many. And I think different techniques that you can do with them brings out different colours too.
Yes.
So say you spritz them with water, that's going to bring more colours out.
Yeah.
But if you use like our embossing pad and then put them onto there, that's a total different effect.
Yes,
you're going to get totally different colours there as well. There is loads that you can do with them. But I think it's time to go over to Sheila because she's going to do a demo with some of those products.
Okay, so what Natalie was just talking about there with the spritzing, I'm going to be doing a couple of little techniques, and what I thought I would do, rather than make a card, I'm going to make a tag. So I want to do some spritzing, but I also want to use them like a paint as well, just to highlight the petals on some die cut flowers that I'm going to do. But what I will do before I actually do the tag is just show you a couple of things, because if when you get them, if you've not already got them, when you get them, they will be in a little pot like this, and they have this sealed lid on, a bit like, you know, sauces and things like that you get from the supermarket. What we did originally was we actually got our poking tool and we poked 3 holes in there, and then when we wanted to use it on the paper and then put water on, it was more like a little salt and pepper pot. But then if you want to start painting with them, you do eventually kind of just take this off, and honestly they will go so far. So if I open this up and show you, I think it is already open, but we've kept the little top section on there, so you can, if you want to, just leave it on a little bit like that. Now what we did as well, we decanted these into some little tiny screw top pots, and we actually we made them into like a paint and put them in the pot. And what can happen with the pot is if you leave it over a period of time, it will dry up. But then once you put more water in it, you can reactivate it. So you can then carry on using it like a paint. So it is really, really good. Don't think, oh my goodness, it's dried up in the pot.
Can't use that anymore.
No, you can either add a bit of water from a brush just to drip, or you can use your wet brush and just swirl it in there. And then again, once you're done with it, you leave it, it will dry up again. But again, minuscule amounts, that's all it takes. So what we're going to do, we've got, I've got a bottle here. Now I'll show you first a couple of little things with it, and then we'll do the tag. Now you can see I've opened this. This is one that we've got here with the 3 holes in that you can see there. And then gradually we've obviously wanted to do something with this. Now this was one, so we've opened it further. This was one of my favourite colours that we had. This is the glistening green. Yeah, so nice. Because this is crazy. Now you're probably thinking, we'll put it on here. There's 2 ways of doing it, and you won't be able to see it because it's a pale green, or it will just be different shades of green, but it isn't. I'm just going to move that out of the way because I don't want to get those wet. So there's a couple of ways you can do this if you want to use your spritzing bottle. You can either shake your powder on top, and we remember trying this when we first got them. So if I just do it with the green first, now we've got a bit on there. If you actually spritz this now, okay. Now you can see, so straight away now I can see green. I've got a big blob of yellow here. I've got some blue coming through there as well. So if we leave that for a second, the other thing you can do, I'm going to do it with the same colour, is actually wet your paper first and then pop this on top. And I'm giving it a good wet there. And eventually, if you leave it, it does actually, do you know what I think I've just used like here? I think this is hand sanitizer, because I'm getting a bit high off the fumes. Let me grab another bottle. I'm sure we've got another bottle here. Let me have a look.
I think I...
Yeah, got one. They're usually labelled, but just to show you that it does actually work. Anyway, on hand sanitizer. There we go. That's better. There we go. We're getting some blue in it now. Oh my goodness me! I'm causing chemical reactions and everything.
So many colours coming off there.
So don't use your hand sanitizer because it will make whoa. Okay, so I'm going to give that a second. Right now you can see here. You're probably thinking, what is that? That's actually blue, and now I can see as well.
There's so many more colours coming out. The more
some
water
red,
you add on.
Yeah, and some purple. If I lift this up to the camera now, I'm just going to show you. It is. It's a bit like the effect when you make cakes and then you do like hundreds and thousands. So you can see here, we've got, if I get it up here, we've got tiny specks of red. We've got blue, green, turquoise. Look at this. We've got a lot of yellow. So again, the colours are like immense in one pot. That's a green pot.
It's crazy.
I know, it's bonkers, honestly. Let me get my cleaner water brush here. So if I actually, just to show you now before we do anything else, if I take off the top here with my brush, right, you can actually paint with it. And again,
I think that's the nicest way to use them, actually.
It's lovely. Do you know what?
It creates such great backgrounds, but it's so lovely. And getting that like sort of really nice pearly...
Definitely. And there's a tiny bit of blue showing through there. So what we did when you probably remember this, when we showed them on Create and Craft, we actually just did like circles like this, just to get the deepest, most, prominent, heavy mica effect. And then we cut those out in circles, put them on a board with the name underneath. So then you could at least see, and we did the same with this, so we cut a circle from this, so that it gives you a really good idea as to what colours are going to come out regarding what pot you use and what you use it with. So I can see on this now that I am getting a really lovely kind of turquoise glow around the edge. Really, really nice just around the edge of this circle. And again, you leave it, once it dries, you tilt it. The mica is so like pearly on there. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. So that's just a couple of things you can do with it. And again, you get different effects. If I just spritz this now with that, because this is wet, if I lift this up now, you can see that this is quite chunky here. So if I get it there, it's got lumps on. And again, as you can swirl that around if you like, and you will get, the colours are just immense. And if you love doing things that are a bit kind of science fiction-y or a bit out of this world, you can create some fabulous effects. But just look at that now, and you can see, you know, the mica on there. It's a bit crazy. So what we're going to do, I'm just pop that over there for one second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the, I think this is the burnished bronze actually. No, it isn't. This is the radiant rose. There's a burnished bronze as well, which is absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I've got kind of a deep red piece of Mactastic there, and I'm just putting this onto Ink Me. So if you want to put it onto different papers, different cardstocks, you can do that. Do yourself a little test. Didn't we? Can you remember? Did we try it on Miri? And didn't it hold on Miri as well?
Yeah, I think we had to use like a fixant.
Yes.
To make the mica and the pigments stay onto the Miri.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried it on Miri, watercolour card. It looks really good on black card.
It does.
The lighter colours look really good on black card.
It looks pretty amazing.
Craft card. So you can use it on all of the cards. I think having a heavier GSM helps though, especially if you're going to do like crazy stuff.
Yes.
And like wet it, because you don't want to get like all your papers all wrinkled and things, because then it doesn't look as good. But,
no, it doesn't look as good.
Yeah, you can use it on anything.
You can,
absolutely anything.
It's pretty amazing. Again, you can use it, like Nasta says, on black card, or you can use it on different coloured cards, like your Mactastic. It's good as well on the premium cardstock. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to spritz just on top of my tag here, like this. Now, there must be a bit of mica in the air because there's some green already fallen on it, and I haven't actually used any, got any green round here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a little teeny tap. Now, you just be careful because, oh, there we go. Look at that. So that's amazing. I didn't mean to put so much on there, but look how amazing that is, just by putting that on a wet background. Now, if I just grab my thing here, because you can mix them as well. Okay, so if I tip this and knock some of that off onto there, okay, and then we'll give that a second, and if I spritz this again now, that'll give you the option then of seeing how the colours mix and what colours are going to come out of there. So I'm going to just keep adding as I go along. So while I'm waiting for this one to dry here now, I'm going to just add, a bit of my green as well on here. Now remember, the thinner the cardstock, the more it's going to bend. So if, like I did at school, I was taught to actually wet my paper first, let it dry, and then re-wet it. That was what we did in our art class at school, just so that when you go back in, it's not going to bend anymore once you put in watercolours on. And there's tiny amounts coming out here. It's like a little spray. But I'm going to leave that now to one side, because what I want to do is show you how you can paint it. So I want to take a couple of dyes. Now, there's a couple of ways of doing this as well. If I take my green, use my brush. Okay, so I'm going to take a tiny bit of green here and just paint it on like this. And I'll spread that colour out a little bit. And again, you can go darker, you can go lighter, you can add extra colours in if you want to. So what I want to do is just create some little leaves. So I'm going to, look, it still spreads. It's going for like,
so far.
Isn't it? It goes loads.
So far.
It does go so far. Okay, so we'll pop that onto there. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we got the heat gun here. Let's see if we're plugged in. I think we probably are, because Natalie uses this a lot, so it's probably still plugged in. Let's just heat this up a little, and then we can die cut from this. So we're going to cut one of our leaves from this, and at the same time we'll die cut a flower from the red Matastic that I'm going to put my tag on. Now the other thing as well, don't waste any of it. If you find you've got some on your mat, spritz your mat, get your paper on top of there, and again you'll be able to pick up the colour that's left, and you'll get like a little kind of a paler background. So let's pop on here a leaf like this. In fact, we'll go with a smaller one, I think, just to make sure I get it all covered on there. Let's do it that way. And we'll just get a little bit of I've got some here, that's the thinner one, we'll use this one. So let's do this on here.
So many people joining us today and saying that they don't know what to buy, and they still haven't bought anything yet, and they want the pens but they're not sure whether to buy them.
Okay.
It's also Claire's birthday, so happy birthday, Claire.
Happy birthday.
I hope watching us today brightens your birthday day.
Definitely. Yeah, it's birthday celebrations are not quite the same at the moment, are they? Because we're quite restricted on what we can do and who we can do it with, and it's.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually really loved my lockdown birthday. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you don't have to please anyone else but yourself. You don't have to go.
Exactly
you don't
right.
have to go see your mum because you feel bad because it's your birthday and your mum wants to see you on your birthday. You don't have to commit to seeing your friends. Although I would love to have seen my friends. I actually enjoyed just sitting
in
my
there.
comfy clothes.
Yeah,
with
that's good.
Bottles of beer on tap. Loads of snacks on the coffee table.
Perfect.
I don't think I moved all day. It was great. So
Perfect.
enjoy, Claire. I hope your day is as fabulous as
It's what yours was.
just not doing anything.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice.
I think it makes you realise, yeah, it's my birthday, and I should actually be doing just exactly what I want. Now then.
Oh, we stuck.
Did we? Well, it's not stuck. No, it's a bit tough because our plates are very bent, aren't they?
They are. We need to get some new ones.
So let's see if we can get it to grab it. It's grabbed it. It's got it. Oh, it was a bit of a tough one, but it's done it. So when we pull this out now, we'll have a red flower, a white flower, a smaller red flower, and we'll have a green leaf. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of colour to the petals on the flowers. Do you know, I wish I had longer legs and longer arms. And a bit of a longer body as well. There we go. Oh, gosh. Okay, perfect. Right, so let's pop these on here. And then we can have a look at the die cut leaf that we've used. with the mica powder. So we've ended up with a really nice leaf if I hold it up now. And because it's dry, you might be able to see the shine on it from the mica. Yeah, you can just see a little bit of the pearly section there. So again, that's a really, really nice way of doing things. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take my white flower here. So I've cut a couple of white flowers. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of the red as a paint. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a tiny bit in the middle. And then we're just going to...
Oh, this is going to look cool.
Do some little lines like that. So I'm just doing this with my finest water brush. Again, you can do it with a regular paintbrush if you've not got a water brush. Have we got our water brushes in stock at the moment?
No,
or not? We haven't, have we?
No.
I thought we hadn't. So just use a fine I was going to say a toothbrush then, what was I thinking? A fine, you know, regular watercolour paintbrush. So you can see now, if I hold that up, that we've got kind of a centre in the flowers. Okay, so what we can do as well, we can just paint along the edge of the petals too. And we're just adding the tiniest bit. And even though we're watering it down and we're adding it, once it's dry, you'll still get that lovely mica effect. Okay. So I think this is probably going to be my longest demo today, the first one. And then we'll get shorter, I think, as we go along. Okay, last little bit on here.
I wonder what people have already bought in their Black Friday sale. You have to let us know. If
Definitely.
you've already treated yourself to something in the Black Friday deals, let us know what you got.
Absolutely.
Because we just like to be nosy and know what everyone
We are nosy,
what
yes.
everyone's got, what everyone's doing.
Because then we can kind of remind us as well, probably, of some of the things that we've not used for ages and go, oh yeah, of course, or things we might not have worked on and might not have in our possession, and then think, you know what, because we've done this before, we very often do this. Some of the girls in the office will go, do you know what, I want to get the club gift. So we all get on the website and get the club gift. So yeah, we do treat ourselves as well. Okay, so now we've got the red flower. What I'm going to do now is add a little bit of red onto the end of this flower and into the middle, because though it's going to be quite pretty much similar colour, it will still show up. So again, and it'll give it that lovely mica shine once it's dry. So let's get that on there. So it's going to be very subtle on that one.
We've got lots of people that have bought Prism products already. We've got some, Sally Ann's bought some watercolour pencils.
Really?
We're going to have loads of fun with them. Lynn says she hasn't bought anything because she can't decide. There is a real lot of stuff on that website. So it is very difficult. I do agree with that.
Yeah, and we're adding to it, aren't we? Every couple of days when we do a Facebook thing where, you know, we are telling you about the things that are on there as well as saying this, you can get it on this great deal. And now is a good time to get it, particularly if you're looking for Christmas presents, because I think if you've got crafters in your family, whether they be young or old, new crafters, experienced crafters, it's going to be one of those Christmases, I think, where, you know, I reckon, I don't know, but I reckon we'll just go, they might let us free for Christmas to join families or to actually, you know, gather in certain areas, but not like, you know, how we've done before. So it, you know, but we might not be able to.
No,
so,
it's going to be different.
You know, we're going to be, and then we're going to end up being back in like lockdown again, probably after that, I reckon, for a while. So it means then that we've, you know, you've got dark nights, dark mornings. We're still in lockdown.
Perfect
so again,
days for crafting.
Definitely. So, you know, and if you've got your new pencils and things, then this means, you know, you can start to play around and have a play with all your lovely new things that you've bought.
Jackie Woodward says she's needing an image of a horse. I wonder if they have any in stock. So we had a collection called Horse and Country. Emily's just going to check on the website for you now. we still have, we do a collection called Horse and Country Jackie, and that is available on our website, which is a fantastic topper collection, which has some beautiful horse imagery. Other than that, I think there's a horse image in our decoupage book, and possibly our,
we had something.
Perfect Planet
We had something
book,
recently.
but we had a little book that had it in.
We did something recently with a horse in it. What was the latest collection that we did? Let me just think. Because didn't I use something recently?
Was
Was it in a little book?
Yes, there was one in a little book.
There was, wasn't there? What was it, Natalie? It's going to drive me crazy if you don't help me.
I think it was probably. Would it have been the Perfect Planet one?
It might well have been. I bet it was. Didn't I use it in here?
Yeah, you definitely did a demo.
I'm sure I did a demo with that horse. Emily's.
But there's definitely lots of different things on the website that have horses included. They are just a few of them.
Definitely.
People have bought the Forever Florals bundle. Claire's bought Florals and Twilight Safari.
Really? Wow. Right, so we're just going to tie 2 pieces of ribbon in here that will match the colours that we've got on the tag here. And then what I might do is I'm just going to leave it to one side to dry fully. And then because I've got a big, it might actually just settle on there, the big wad of powder that I accidentally knocked on there. But you know what, I quite like it.
It does look very good.
It looks a bit crazy, a bit wild actually. So we have got our little ribbons through the top there that match. And then one little thing I'm going to do now is last thing, and then I'm going to get you back over to Natalie while she tells you about more fabulous deals.
People have said there's a Popper Topper pad that has a horse in it. There is one.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Pad. Animal Magic Popper Topper pad.
That's the one. Remember Emily? Emily had a challenge for me to make a scene a few weeks ago, and didn't I? Oh, let me see. There we go, Natalie.
Yeah.
There is the horse. I don't know if that's any help or not.
But that is in the Popper Topper pad.
Like that. Yeah, so there's the horse image. You don't get more horsey than that, do you?
You do not.
Wild and free. But if that might help. But I knew I'd seen it and I'd worked with it recently. So there you go. But there we are now. We've got our little tag. It's quite messy actually, but I quite like
it's really cool. I like how you've used the different techniques.
I quite like the.
I love a good background like that.
The effect of it. But again, you could put clusters of flowers on. We just wanted to show you that you can paint with it, you can spritz it. You can, do lots of different things with it, and you will find this out once you get these home and try them, and they will last and last and last.
So good. It's so good. Thanks, Sheila.
Thank you.
I like that. It was very cute. Next up, we have those Prism brush markers. These were the star of the show on Technique Tuesday. This is the lowest price that they have ever been, $39.99. You get the book, which again shows you techniques, how to blend with these, what cardstock you need to get the best available, how to layer with these, how to do some zentangling with the thinner end of the nib, how to do some brush lettering if you want to get into that, and then some examples of some wonderful cards that you can be making. So this bundle includes all 4 of our markers. So we have Heavenly Sunset, we have the Berry Burst, Blue Lagoon, and our Forest Walk. So you get 48 colours in there, and they really are like a large scale of colours. But you can put these onto an acrylic block or onto like a piece of, I'm trying to think, what are the things called? The brown paper things that people stamp on.
The brown paper thing?
Yeah. They're like shiny, so you can paint on them and stuff.
Oh, like a blending mat?
Yeah, like a blending mat. You can put your colour down onto there and you can mix them. So if you like, say, the darker green, but you wanting it to be a little bit more lighter, then you can mix it. You can add water to that and create a whole load of colours. So it's not just these 48 you're going to be included, but for $39.99, the lowest price they have ever been for all 4 and the book, This is a deal that you cannot miss because these pens are fantastic. Next up, to go with these fantastic products, you need to have the right cardstock. So we have an array of cardstocks in different sizes that are perfect for you to use. We have our Prism Pad of watercolour card. This is $6.99 and you're going to get 60 A5 sheets. Wow. These, I'm going to have to take a few of these home today if there's any left, because that is an amazing price. Now our watercolour card, this one specifically, is perfect for using with the pencils. The pencils work great on this pad, and if you want to, you can also get it in our A4 size. So depending on what type of things you're crafting and what things you're creating with your pencils, or if you want to use your glimmer mist on here, you definitely can do, or those pearlescent powders. This is your watercolour card. So they're both $6.99.
Really?
That's
both?
Incredible.
Oh my goodness, that is, you know what, Natalie?
That's so good.
When I was at school, right, and this is in the 80s, right, so I used to, and I was doing art as an O-level, and so before each new term started, my
You
mum
got a
used
new
to-
pad?
Yeah, we got a new pad. We used to go down to W.H. Smith's in Wigan, because that was where
That's
you got
where
all your art
yeah,
and
they didn't really do
craft stuff.
it from anywhere else.
No,
unless
no.
it was specialised.
Exactly, and honestly, this kind of cardstock or watercolour cardstock or paper would have been more expensive, I think, than that, to be honest.
Definitely.
If you've got
More
an
expensive
A3
than $9.99,
or
I think.
or an A4 pad, they were really, really expensive. So this, if you're, you know, even if you're getting it and putting it away for your children or your
I can't believe how cheap
you know, your
that is.
teenage daughters and sons who are going to do art at college, it's worth it. For that price, it's incredible.
That is that is just mind blowing. I didn't know. I haven't seen some of these prices, so I am as shocked as you.
Yeah. It's
Next up, if you want to be working with our Prism Brush markers, this is the cardstock for you. So this is a pad of premium watercolour cardstock. The difference isn't that much. This one is the smaller one is 280 GSM. The premium one is 300, so it's a little bit thicker. However, the premium watercolour cardstock was designed and developed here at Hunky Dory to work with your brush markers. It's a little more thicker. It's easier to blend your watercolour pens with.
Yeah.
So that is the best cardstock for them. And this one is $8.39
Wow.
for 60 sheets. And again, I'm guessing it's exactly the same for the other one. So because you can get this as well in an A4 pad, and it's got the same, well, it's got 30 sheets in instead of 60, but it's A4. So I'm guessing that that will be up on our website today at that incredible price of $8.99. $8.39. I've said 3 different things there. However, go on the website because the website actually tells you the correct prices. The next thing we have, let me just slide on over here. I did say to Emily, if I didn't knock all of these over, it would be an absolute miracle.
Oh, you've done amazing.
Because I am the clumsiest person that I actually know. Okay, so our Prism Glimmer Mist. Oh, look at that. Doesn't it look good?
Oh, it looks delicious.
Our Prism Glimmer Mist selection, 12 colours here. These include some mica, just like the Prism powders. However, these you don't get that effect of the different colours with this, do you?
No.
You don't get that same. It is sort of the same in they are micas in like a solution.
Yes.
However, you don't get the incredible effects that you just showed on that demo because you don't get the massive array of colours.
No, it's just a single colour.
It is just a single colour in here. But there's a really large selection. You've got red, orange, yellow. You've got your gold and silver. You've got a really nice white, pink, green, purple and blue. And as always, we always bring you a Prism crafting handbook to show you how to get the best from these products. And you can get this collection for $39.87. That price is correct. So the 12 Glimmer Mist and the book, $39.87. Oh, there's so much. There's so much. The next one is just over here to the side. So I'm just going to swap them out So they are our Glimmer Mists. Next up, we have our Shimmer Ink Pad collection. $39.99 for our Prism Shimmer ink pads. These are different in a way that these ink pads are water-based, so they're the same as our original set. However, these have sort of a shimmer shine to them. So when you put them onto your makes, when you colour in with these, you're going to get a really nice little shimmer, which it isn't overly massive. It's not like super glittery.
No,
it's like subtle, a really nice subtle shimmer.
Mm.
I've only got a selection here of our ink pads, but you're going to get 36 included, and they are $39.99. What else have we got? One more thing to show you, because one more thing to show you of this section, because we've still got loads to go. We have our Prism Glimmer. What is going on here? Our Prism Gilding Flake. So you get 3 colours in here, and they are pots of, let's just see how, it does say how much you get in here. It's like 8 grams, I think. I think it's on the website how much is actually included. But again, this is a product that honestly goes, these are sealed and it's already on my hand. It goes so far, and it's quite, I think using gilding flakes is quite classy. Yeah. It adds just a little bit of nice sort of foiling onto your stamping. You can use this with embossing powders, embossing inks, with tape. Is a really nice way of using it, but you get some great colours here, and mixing them together is also a really fun thing to do. But this week in our Black Friday deals, they are $7.98, and you get all 3 of these here. They're a great addition to anyone's craft room. What do you like to use gilding flakes for, Sheila?
I like making backgrounds with them actually, and what I like to do is do one whole section in one colour and then die cut from it as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you've got a word or something like that, and doing them just around the edge of things, like brushing them onto the edge of flowers and things like that. There's quite a lot you can do.
There's
with them.
Loads, isn't there?
Yeah.
Are you going to use your gilding flakes in this next demo?
I am indeed.
Oh my gosh.
I am indeed. Now these are fabulous, but these are one of the messiest products that we do here at Create and Craft, listen to me, that's my Create and Craft head on. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. When we are here on Hunky Dory TV and in our office, we love to use these. However, word of warning, if you've got a fan on in the room, or you've got anything that heat that blows, or aircon, turn it off. Because
turn the air conditioning off, Emily.
Because it does go kind of a bit frantic and it goes everywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a background which I'm going to use. I'm going to make it from our Sticky Mitts self-adhesive sheets. So these are double-sided sheets. So basically I've cut it down because I'm going to make a 6x6 card. I want to make a bit of a crazy background, just showing you the 3 different colours, and then we're going to layer it up. It's going to be quite simple, but we want to keep the we want to show you the gilding flakes. Now what we've done, and I'm terrified of opening it, because like Natalie said, that one she had is sealed.
It's sealed and it still came out. It's crazy.
And it's absolutely, do you remember when I first used them and I got it on my nails? And my nails were like a mirror effect, honestly, and I was loving it. I was going, oh my goodness, look at this.
You can definitely use them for that type of thing, though.
Definitely.
Especially if you use or if you go to somewhere that uses like gel polish.
Yeah,
because once you've got like your base coat on, just shove that on.
It looks so good
on
top.
Right, so do that this weekend.
It's crazy because as I'm talking, they're actually moving. So you'll find when you open the pot, as you can see, we have got them here in our storage containers, and they work really well in here because trying to get it back in that pot after is impossible.
It's a bit of a challenge.
You have to put your hands in it. So what I'm going to do a little bit of a mixture here. So I'm going to first of all just use silver. Right, okay, so you'll see you've got small pieces, you've got big pieces, and basically what you can do is just pop it on like that. Okay, and you can press it down. Obviously we're on the sticky thing here, so the sticky background. So you can also pull it apart as well. So if you want smaller flakes, you can do smaller pieces like this. And as you can see, it has a mind of its own. So you might want to put it here, but it decides it's going to go over there because your breath is making it move around. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to grab some of these smaller pieces.
Can you use this with regular glue as well, Sheila?
You know what? I think you can, but do you remember? I think
it needs to be super, like, kind of nearly on the edge of drying.
Yeah, and I think you would have to put it on. I would put it on with a brush because otherwise, you might get like a glue from a tube will be quite lumpy.
I was just thinking, if you use like our adorable scoreable in that fantastic watercolour wash effect.
Yes.
And then you just put little bits of gilding flakes on certain sections.
Yeah.
It would kind of look like those amazing stones, those crystals.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm going quite careful here. If you're at home, you can get really messy, and you can, I mean, it's up to you whether you do it with your hands or whether you get gloves on or whether you pick the bits out with tweezers. Do make sure you shut the pot when you've used it, because otherwise you might regret it. It'll be all over your floor, all over your cat, all over everywhere. Right, so in here now we've got some bigger pieces.
All over your cat.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Your cat running around.
And believe me, you can get it off your hands, but I don't think you can get it off your cat. And that would be, imagine trying to hold it down. For those of you with cats, you will know that is impossible. Impossible to try and do a tablet. So to get gilding flakes off, it's just another story. But look, you can see how big these pieces are here. And all you need to do is just pull them away like that. Okay. And pop them on. And you'll find that they will move a bit as well. I mean, if you have got the aircon on, they'll blow in their own place, which might actually create a nice effect anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit like that. Okay, and then we're going to do some gold. And if any flakes do escape, you can grab them and just pop them on there like that. Okay, then we're going to do some gold now. So we're going to fill in, if I can, let's just lift this up. I don't want that to just go everywhere. I'm going to now just put the gold on. Let's grab that. Because what will happen is it will only stick to where we've got the actual tacky bit, like the sticky bit. So, and then once you've rubbed it all in, you'll be able to see if you've got any gaps, and you say, okay, I've put a bit more in there and a bit more in there. So this is like the most time consuming part. And I'm doing my best not to get it everywhere because I don't want to have to put more nails on again for tomorrow morning. But I might have to because it does get very, very messy. But let's see.
You just don't want to get any like sticky bits on your nails, do you? Because as soon as you got that, a little bit of tape, a little bit of glue, that's it.
That's it then. That is absolutely it. So you can, as you can see here now, I've got quite a bit of the taped bit, like the sticky bit, covered. So you can start to just pat it down now because you've actually got somewhere to hold without, you know, the sticky going on your fingers and stuff. Okay, so let's just get this flattened a little bit. Then I can see where we need extra bits. So we're going to do extra bits there. And then what I'm going to do is, once I've done my background, I'm going to put it onto 3 layers of mirror card.
Oh.
Gold, silver and the copper colour. Okay, so I think we need on there now a bit more silver. So I'm going to go back to my silver. Obviously, you can stick this if you want to on double-sided tape. So if you put strips of double-sided tape, I think I did a card like that originally when we first got these, where I did different widths of double-sided tape, and I actually then put the gilding flakes on top of the sticky tape, and it did give a really nice effect. You could do big backgrounds, and then once you've done a big background, you could cut it down into smaller backgrounds. You know, it's entirely up to you what you do. So now we've got quite a bit of all 3 colours there. We can start to spread it around a little bit like this. Okay, I'll probably find this in my lunch now. At lunchtime, won't I? It'll be everywhere. It'll be in on my boots, in my trousers, everywhere. So we're gonna, it's floating around now. Okay, so let's just have a look. I think we're more or less kind of covered there now. I'll just grab these bits. Right, so what we're going to do now, lots of people normally have, who already have this product, might have a tool or want a tool, because what we need to do is secure all these flakes in place now and get rid of all the lumps and the lumpy bumpy bits that we don't want. So what we found here at Hunky Dory, if you take one of our blending tools, but without the sponge on the end. So we've just got the Velcro. This is how it comes, and then you put your sponges on when you're using your ink. If you just use this, okay, so if you just go over like that.
It's like a little brush, isn't it?
Yeah, and it will take off the excess bits that you don't really want. And what I like about this, I like the way that because it's foily and because we're using the Velcro, it actually takes off some of the shine, because I'm not a mad fan. I mean, I do love the foiling, but on something like this, I quite like this. It's almost giving it like a crunchy effect.
It looks more matte,
oh
it?
My goodness. I just breathed then, and it didn't go down my throat, but it did go
see it.
everywhere.
It just went
It's gone crazy. Okay, so you can see now. Now what you can do now is we can brush this in a minute. So what I'm going to do is just get that right to the end there. It's crazy, and it feels so nice. And I don't know how I'm going to get all this away from the desk, because it's very, very messy. So again, just go around along the edge like that. Get all those bits off. So that is the messiest bit, and then you can always kind of rub over with a cloth after a tissue and make it a little bit more smooth. So
it looks so good though.
We'll just pop it there, because look at all these bits we've got here now. We've got tiny bits of silver, gold and copper, and honestly it's going everywhere, and I don't like it. It's going in my mouth and everywhere.
I don't even know how you're going to be able to tidy this up.
I don't, but if you've got another pot, I mean, a good thing to do would be to, rather than do it on your mat, if you've got a tray that's got a lip around the edge,
oh, that'd be good.
You could try that. But again, all these little bits, if you want to keep them, you can. I am just going to tip them down there, because I feel like there's going to be a black jean catastrophe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes off your clothes, so wear an apron. Last time I did it, I had an apron on, I forgot today. Okay, so let's just now get my little paintbrush and do this. So what we need to do now is just do the end of the pages just like that, just so it's got a smooth finish. I quite like that. It's crazy, and I'm loving that Velcro effect on there.
Claire says you've just mesmerised her with this. I think I'm quite mesmerised. I've just been sat here just staring at the screen, watching all this unfold, and it is really quite spectacular.
Well, we'll see, won't we? So what we're going to do now, this is already lifted up a little bit here, my corner, so I might have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery on this. So this is going to be the fun bit now, because now...
Oh, Sheila.
How am I going to do this, Natalie?
Maybe you should take half of it off.
No.
Oh my gosh, she's going to do the whole
No,
whack.
I'm just going to do the whole lot. But look at it, because I want to show you what it's like on the back. Because it's different on the back to what it is on the front. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I know you're scared, aren't you?
Yeah, you're giving me real feels here.
Don't be scared. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't go on straight. Okay, so I'm going to pop it on here now. I've allowed
I feel like I'm holding my breath like every single person watching.
It's all right. Okay. It's silence in this room, and it's making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Apologies.
Don't worry. I should have thought. I didn't think about this, before. But you know what? It's not the end of the world, because what we can do, we can cut this down now. As long as it's smooth, and I can cut a section off.
Yeah.
So we've just got the crinkly bit there, but that doesn't matter, because what I can do is, let me chop this down a tiny bit. And this is why I normally do it on tape.
Do you know what though? You could just put something in that corner.
You could do, but I'm a bit uncomfortable with that. It's a bit messy. So what I'm going to do is trim it down. I am going to put a sentiment on here anyway, but I don't know if it'll just
I see.
with a piece of ribbon around. So let me just trim this down. It'll still be fine. Doesn't matter about that end section there. I like a challenge.
I know.
And I should have done, like you said, done half of it. Or what I should have done.
Or I don't know whether
I know what you're going to tell me now.
No, if you'd have turned it over.
Yeah.
Got your ruler.
Yeah.
And then scored the back with your knife, but not super scored it so it went through.
Yeah.
But just a little bit, then you could peel the edges off.
Definitely.
So not all the back was sticky, just the outside edges.
Well,
I mean, it would have been.
You know what the best idea would have been, Natalie, would be to have put the sticky on some card first, so it was card and not like paper.
This
is the mistake I made.
But I don't think it was a mistake though.
These are the challenges we face.
You don't have mistakes in crafting.
Well, we don't now. So what I can do now
Just stick it back onto some gold.
Is stick it back onto a piece of gold like this. So we've still got all our 3 colours on there, and then where the little jiggly bit on the corner is, like you say, you can always put flowers on. Or what I'm going to do, just need to get my glue to the bottom of the pot.
Sentiment.
I can put my little sentiment, because I have got a sentiment here and a piece of ribbon. So I wanted to make it quite simple, but to at least have the background so you could see the background. It's a bit crazy, but I quite like it.
People are talking about when glitter goes everywhere. I have a hilarious story about this.
Okay.
So when I was making Anne-Marie's baby shower cake for baby Sophie, before she was baby Sophie, well, she was always baby Sophie, but we didn't know. I used my my electric die cutting machine to cut out the words baby Catterall to make the topper.
Yes.
And then what I wanted to do was cover it in glitter.
Yeah.
So I had some embossing powder that was like a sticky embossing powder. So you put it on, you heat it up, and then it goes sticky. So you can add glitter to it.
Yep.
But I had my machine open. I had the laptop open that I was using to do it. But it was quite late at night. I was rushing to get it done for the day before. And then once I'd done it, I got my glitter out. I put the glitter on. I rubbed it in, and then I blew it, and I didn't think about it. I shut the laptop down, shut everything down, put it on some sticks. I was ready to go. It was done. I think maybe about 2 weeks later, my Dan texted me in the middle of work and said, "Why is my laptop covered in glitter?"
Oh, I think
because
I
hadn't remembered, I hadn't realised, and I had it in my mind when I was doing it that I would clear up the mess the day after, but in my mind I never actually do clear up the mess that I make. I just leave it.
You do leave it
until I have to tidy it up. So yeah, he wasn't thrilled with the amount of glitter that was all over his laptop. So when I got home, I had to hoover it. Oh my god, it took forever.
I bet it did. It's a nightmare. Glitter, you know, anything with flakes, you know, it's beautiful. It looks beautiful, but it's an absolute nightmare. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's look where we can put, do you know what? I'm going to put my greeting here. No, I'm not. I'm going to put my greeting down the bottom there.
It looks so good with that mirror though.
It does look a bit crazy,
and I
doesn't
like
it?
how all the mirrors at different like levels. Like you've not all put them at say like 1/4 of an inch.
No, well that was the intention, but obviously you've
It looks good though. I mean, it looks different that you've done all the mats and layers differently.
Yeah, and I think it's nice just to do those different, what's the word? The different mirrors to go with the gilding flakes, because we've got, if you've got rose gold mirror, which is what this is, I think, and then we've also got the silver mirror and obviously gold mirror, because that's what we do here. But what we'll do now is we'll pop that flat on there. Just let me, and I can still move that a bit because the glue is still wet, so it's a little bit forgiving. Do excuse the mess. It was a tricky one, this, just because I didn't quite think it through.
It's good to see these challenging demos though.
Yeah, because we don't know really.
You don't get to do them on telly, do you? Because you just don't have time to get messy.
And we don't, when we get here, we don't know what we're demoing until we get here. Emily likes to keep us in suspense, really. So she says, you know, we get here and go, what are we demoing? She goes, I want you to demo, ba-ba-ba-ba. And that's what we do. So I'm grassing her up now.
Oh my God, Sheila, this comment is hilarious.
Go on.
Carol said, I knocked a full pot of glitter over the other day. It went everywhere. I ended up with a bright green chihuahua. He wasn't impressed.
Oh my goodness me.
I bet even if you wash that off, that's gonna stay.
That is
gonna stay for a while.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. I love that.
That's a bit crazy and a bit wonky, but hey ho.
I love it.
You get the idea of how to do the background, and it just says on the sentiment, well done, here's to a bright future, because it is quite bright. If I hold it up to the front, it might not be quite as noticeable, but you can see the effect. You've got a little bit of texture on there as well. If you want it very smooth, use just like a brush or a sponge to get off those flakes, but I quite like
it looks really good.
That wild, wacky effect with it. But yeah, gilding flakes, fun, but they go everywhere.
They do. Absolutely everywhere. So be prepared to make a mess. Definitely messing craft in there. Next, we have a fantastic, because when you're using Prism products, you need something to use them with. We have a fantastic array of offers on our stamp collections. There is absolutely loads. When I came in this morning, I'm not joking, there was a pile on here, probably about this high.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, we can't show all of them. We're going to be here all day. So I've taken a few of the best ones to show you. So we have a great selection of our A7 stamp sets. So these include our Golden Oldies collection. So we have a few, there we go, that way, a few of them here to show you. These are great. They're just little stamps with that fantastic artwork that amazing Alan has created. This is probably my favourite one. Queen of Craft there in a craft room. Saying, look at my craft room.
Hilarious, that one, isn't it?
It's the best. You've got the old people, the heads, the laughing heads. This one's great. I love that.
I love that one, yeah.
And you know what, Sheila? £1.99.
No!
£1.99 for these stamps. I think I'm going to be getting that crafty one because that is just the best. Then we've got some of our, for the Dog's Life stamps and the Cat Life stamp sets. So there's just a few here to show you, which has the wonderful artwork and then that text there as well. And then we've got a large selection of our A6 stamp sets. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to have a look on here. This is what I'm doing as soon as we leave this room. A6 stamp sets. We've got a selection that are £2.99. £2.99. If you're a person who has bought the, say, the craft markers or the pencils, and you're not really into stamping or colouring, but it's something that you want to get into, what a great week to be able to do it on when these stamps are at these prices. You've got ones there with all the little lines on and funky borders. You've got these wonderful tag shapes here, which would be perfect for maybe stamping your sentiments into. We've got some more different ones. So this one is from, I think this is from our Garden Paradise collection, possibly. Yeah. But what a great one for Mother's Day with those flowers in there. That would look lovely. Then we've got some of our little people. This one is fantastic, having the little barbecue there, getting their grill on. So you've got the bunting, you've got the barbecue, you've got the dog with the sausages in his mouth. That's a great one. This one's really fun as well. So this is Bugs and Kisses. You've got all the little animals and insects there and the jar, so you can put them inside the jar, have them coming out of the jar, and some fantastic sentiments too. You've got love bugs, Bugs and Kisses. I really like that one, it's super fun. This one is £2.99. This is probably one of my favourite stamp sets that we've done while I've been here at Hunky Dory. I love the effect you get with this. So it has all of those little flowers on, and then you've got the spacing, which when you stamp it, this text is clear, so it gives you a really nice effect. Then you've got some sentiments to go on there to make your cards up. So you've got You Make Me, Sending, Birthday, Wedding Day, From the Heart. There's so many different occasions you can use this for as well. You've got birthday, you've got anniversary, you can use this for Mother's Day, you can use this just to say be happy, to brighten someone's day. You don't have to use the mini stamps, you can just use the bigger ones. And my absolute favourite stamps like this, I cannot believe it's £2.99. Cannot believe it. Isn't it? Some great deals today. I've actually loved this show. There's been so many great deals. Sheila's done some amazing demos with some fantastic techniques. It's been so much fun. But now it's come to the time where we're going to announce our Win It Weekly competition winners. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready for this one.
Do it.
Okay, so this week's winners are going to win that Twas the Night Before Christmas Mirror Magic collection. The answer was, it was a riddle this week, what is more useful when broken, a match, rules, or an egg? The answer is an egg.
Of course.
Of course.
You sounded quite surprised there.
I know, it's an egg. And this week's winners are as follows. Congratulations to Shirley Skinner MacArthur, Stuart Brown, Teresa Burden, and Rosemary Alexander.
Yay.
These fantastic kits are coming to you, so if you've not yet got some cards, or there's a few that you're missing, you'll be able to make some with that wonderful collection, so congratulations to you. I think the team are going to private message you to get your addresses, and then we can get them sent out to you today, hopefully.
Wow.
So, well done, everyone.
How exciting.
I love Fridays.
That's very exciting.
That's not just the only thing we're going to give away today, though, because we're going to spin the wheel.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure that it's level, that we've got no bits that are stuck on things, because we don't want a little cheat here. The wheel has had a little refresh, Sheila.
It has. Do you know what? I can see there's been some changes on there.
There has, and we forgot. I don't know how we forgot this, Emily. But me and Emily did the refresh. It is here. It is on here. But yeah, Emily gave me a list of the prizes she wanted on it, and I did I wrote all the things on there, and I was like, Emily, there's a space missing. Why is there a space missing? She was like, oh, I don't know. We'll add this on. And then it was only until the day after we spun the wheel again that we realised that we hadn't added the prize rollover, but it's on there now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, someone can win it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's spin the wheel. Ah!
Oh, that's a really big spin.
That was really big.
That was a very long spin.
Okay. What is it? Pattern, adorable, scoreable pattern packs. Do you know what would be really exciting as well? And we can probably do this actually. Can we give away the brand new ones that are launching tomorrow? Yeah. Dan's not here.
All right,
let's do it. So if you would like to win, do we have them? Can we give a sneak preview?
Yeah,
do you think we'll be allowed? Let's be.
Yeah, you don't take them out of the packet. You can just show the front bit.
Show the front bit.
And then people can...
Oh my God, this is so exciting. Okay,
It is.
So there's 6 new packs of Adorable Scoreable that Sheila's going to be launching on Create and Craft tomorrow. Just getting it ready for you. Are you ready? So this is what you are going to be winning if you get chosen for this spin the wheel competition. So get commenting while I'm showing you these. Comment what you want. You've got a minute to comment, and then Emily will choose a winner. So these are absolutely fantastic. The first collection, I'm pretty sure you can see what this is. We have a fantastic animal print. Fabulous. That is amazing. Next one, we've got some spots. Lots of different spots though, not just the same type of spots. Isn't it? Got a little spot party going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. This is incredible. This is amazing. Oh. This with gilding flakes on in little bits.
Yeah, like
it would
stars
look
or something.
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Then we've got this one on Matte-tastic. A little bit fun, a little bit grungy.
Yeah.
We've got this. Oh, this is so beautiful. It looks so lovely on here.
Yeah.
This is our lace collection. Yes. Have I shown them all? I don't feel like I've shown them all.
Yeah, there's one more.
There's one more, isn't there? But it's not in here, I don't think.
Oh.
I think we could be missing one.
Well, they
might.
might.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we've got, there's 5 there, aren't there?
4. What's the next? What is
it's
it?
The flourishing.
It's the best one.
Oh, I do have them.
You do have it?
Yeah. Hang on to your boots.
I hope you're commenting, people, because this is a good prize. The last one is our beautiful florals. Oh, this is so
we
yummy.
Love this, don't we?
It's so yummy. It just reminds me of a fabric shop.
Yeah.
It's on Matte-tastic, so you can get all rustic and scruff up the edges and add colour to it.
It's beautiful.
So, do you want to be winning the brand new collection of Adorable Scoreable? Do you want to be doing that? All you have to do is comment. Comment whatever you want below. We're giving you a sneak peek there, but don't miss the show tomorrow because Sheila is live and direct at 9:45 in the morning with those fantastic new pattern packs.
Yeah.
And as you all know, Sheila Halliwell is well and truly the queen of Adorable Scorable, so do not miss that show because there's going to be some amazing demonstrations. I've seen the samples that have been made by the team and Sheila already, and there's some good stuff. There's lots of inspiration for what you can do.
I think we've got some
amazing
nice
things.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good thing to watch at 9:30 in the morning. Start your Saturday off right. Get a brew, get a bacon butty, get creating craft on. Our next Facebook show is Monday at 10 a.m. with even more Black Friday deals, people. Can you believe it? I can't. I don't think there's anything left in the warehouse that we can... Well, I'm sure there is because there's loads, but I'm surprised. I'm very surprised to see what's coming.
Yeah.
And we're going to add also acorn wood to the rollover box. If someone wins that next week, that's going to be in there too. Oh my gosh, so many people want to win. So many people have said these patterns are amazing. Oh, I'm so excited we chose to do that. Probably a little bit naughty, but hey ho. I'll deal with Dan on Monday.
I love that.
Emily, do we have a winner?
We do.
She's chosen someone.
Drum roll.
Are you ready?
It is Shan Silman.
Shan Silman, congratulations.
Well
You are the winner of our brand new Adorable Scorable pattern packs. If you want those pattern packs, if you love them as much as we do, it's our second launch tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. With beautiful Sheila. I've had such a good time.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, I have too, actually. It's been very nice. I've been a little bit stressed at my mess up on that card, but hey ho, we taught you
Crafting.
how to use them.
You don't mess
how
up
to
in
get out of it.
crafting.
Well, we don't.
It's just a little glitch. You can always do something.
And do you know
wonderful.
what? If can I just show Emily before we
my
go?
God,
Can I just show these now that have dried? Because these are look at the mica on that green there. And this is what happens if you leave it over time.
Incredible.
You can see how it pops out. But look at that. That's with the... Where have all these colours come from? We used the radiant red and the glistening green.
Reminds me of the Grinch.
Yeah. But that, look at that. That's lovely. That's where that big lump's at. And obviously it's now just, you know, kind of diluted. And I love this whole, like, almost like a blurred effect. So you can get some really, really nice effects. And they will just last and last and last. So we just wanted to show you those before we finish today.
So good. It's so good. But yes, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the winners of our competitions this week. It's a goodbye from me. Bye from Emily.
Bye.
And a goodbye from Sheila.
Goodbye.
We will see you on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone.